What's up, everybody? This is B is for Build. I'm Chris. A little bit of a different episode type. We are on a road trip down to California to go to Supercar Sunday, hang out with some people, and of course I'm going down there for some meetings and some other things, but some very fun business related stuff with the YouTube channel. So I'm going to document it. One interesting thing, the reason I decided to hit the camera is we are in some Portland traffic. Californians basically complain about the traffic so much they finally moved up here, and then now we have their traffic because there's too many of us on the stupid roads. But the car's holding up okay. I've only driven this car for about 10 minutes, and then now it's like, you know, throw it on the highway, time to go to California. But this is going to be a real test of the clutch and the coolant system because we're driving at about, I don't know, 5 miles an hour in traffic, and it's record heat for this time of the year. It's not that hot. I mean, it's 85 or something. Maybe it's 90. But it's gonna be a little tough on the car. So I'm gonna put some miles between me and my hometown, and then I'll check back with you guys. All right, well, we're about 50 miles in, and the first issue of the road trip has popped up. My ABS light is on, my traction control has been disabled. So I grabbed my OBD 2-port scanner, and I'm plugging it in right now. And let's do a scan here. Okay, so we have no codes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop the hood and do a visual inspection of the ABS system and see. I don't really care that I don't have ABS. That doesn't, I mean, I'm not worried at all about ABS, but what I do want to make sure is that it's not a sign of a bigger problem that might mean I would lose braking pressure or something later on. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a visual inspection of under the hood and all the brake lines going to the wheels, because when you do this wide body, you want to make sure your tire's not eating through a brake line. So I'm going to do all that stuff, and then if that's all good, I'll just hit the road again. Okay, so as you can see, I did a visual inspection under the hood. I did not see anything. I checked all the brake lines near the tires, did not see anything. And then I turned the car off and turned it back on, and the lights are gone. So if it comes back on, I'm gonna do another check, but for now I'm hitting the road again. Well, so far so good. I've put a couple hours in on the road. I'm not really back on track by any means. I'm not exactly burning through the miles, but it's about 9 o'clock, so the episode released 2 hours ago. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna find some Wi-Fi. Thanks to the support of the viewers, we sold out of another size of the t-shirt, so I gotta jump on line, update the website, and I'll probably drop a couple of comments in the YouTube section, in the episode section as well, and just do a little bit of email correspondence before it gets too late. And I'll do another round later tonight, but while McDonald's is open, they have free Wi-Fi, so it's worth jumping in there and doing that. So I'll do that real quick and then hit the road again. All right, well, that was really cool. I stopped in Roseburg. Yes, Roseburg, and I stopped to use some Wi-Fi at McDonald's before they close, update my website and different availability of items and stuff like that. And I was just checking out some stuff on the car, make sure everything was like all copacetic, and some dude just like shouts from behind me, he's like, "Chris!" and he comes out, and we started talking about the BRZ, and then I think he called his friends, and then some other dude saw the BRZ sitting in the parking lot, and before I knew it, there was like 4 or 5 people there, all that had subs on the channel, and we're all hanging out, just checking out the Plan B and shooting the shit. And it was a really good time, and it was a nice break from being on the road. So shout out to all the guys in Roseburg that I met. You guys are awesome. And so I jumped back on the road now. Did one more just check on everything in the car. I just remembered, you know, that I just wasn't 100% sure if I tightened down the spacers on the rear all the way. And I heard a little squeaking sound, but they are tight and they're all good to go. And my ABS problem seems to have gone away. So yeah, everything's great. I'm gonna put in a couple more hours today and then try and find somewhere to camp. Not exactly got the funding for hotel rooms these days. Rather have car parts than a night in a bed. And considering that I gotta be in LA at 7 p.m. and I have about, I don't know, 12 hours left to go, I figure I'm just gonna try and find some nice place to sleep, you know. I don't know, but I need cell phone reception because I got a bunch of emails and work to do. So anyways, I'm gonna keep on down the road, probably watch a movie, probably plug in Netflix and watch a movie on the way down the road, and stop in about, I don't know, 2 hours. So like midnight or 1 a.m. I'll stop and find somewhere to camp. But I'll keep you updated. Well, it's late. It's time for me to be getting to bed. I ended up in kind of a weird spot. I'm in a Walmart parking lot. which for those of you that are not in the United States, it's an evil, massive corporation. This happens to be one that's clearly posted on a sign right behind me that I'm not supposed to stay here overnight. So I don't know if I'm going to get shooed out of here or not, but there is a hotel right down the street if I do need to stay there. I was planning on camping, but the camping spot that I was planning on going to said it was like 15 miles off-road, and I didn't really want to risk it in the car right now. So I'm stuck in kind of a shitty purgatory, sleeping in the car in a parking lot instead of camping or hotel. It's actually the worst of the three options. But anyways, so I'm eating dinner. It's ghetto Indian food. It's a bag of bread and I dip it in tikka masala sauce. Normally you're supposed to eat meat in it, but it works. The BRZ is doing great. I'm gonna get up tomorrow and buy some stuff and clean the front off so I don't have bugs permanently painted on the windshield. So yeah, I'm gonna have a bite to eat, and then I'm gonna jump online, answer a bunch of emails, comments, and Instagram DMs, and then get to bed. Good morning, everybody. It is about 8 a.m. I've been on the road for an hour. It's a great morning. Weather's great. We're in the beautiful Southern Oregon. Got about 500 miles left to drive today. I need to be in LA pretty early this evening, so it's just a straight shot there. No frills, no messing around, just kind of got to get there. The car's going great. The only thing I really did do it this morning was wash the bugs off the front. Didn't want them to get baked on in this hot weather. And we just rolled over our 20th 1,000 mile in this car. But yeah, everything's going great. Window louvers are still on, body kit's still on, wheels are still tight. Everything's awesome. So I'm just gonna bomb it down to LA. And I'll see you guys at Supercar Sunday! Well, I ran into my first major issue on this trip. You may notice I am not driving with an diffuser. I'm driving through some type of canyon or something. It's got a ton of headwind, and basically it had enough force to hit that diffuser pretty hard and pull some of those screws out of there. So one thing is to remember is probably not rush it the next time I'm assembling this stuff. I forgot to do my safety zip ties on the side that I did on the Plan A, but luckily it kind of let me know that something was going wrong first. It kind of started tapping the ground a little bit. So no parts are damaged. It started coming off and I jumped under the car and disassembled it real quickly, threw it in the car. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down to Harbor Freight and buy a package of speed nuts. And those are those little metal clips that I was showing you guys that people use for auto body. And that's what you're supposed to use there, so the bullets have something to thread into, and then they attach to the rest of the plastic of the front bumper, rather than relying on the threads of the bullets to hold things together. So that is what I'm planning on doing. If I can't do that for any reason, zip ties do exist in my world, but I'd rather not use those. So I'm still really low on time right now, so I think that might be a project for tomorrow. But yeah, all is well. Part's not damaged. A little bit of skid marks on it, but nothing that wouldn't have happened from scraping anyways. So dodged a bullet there, I guess. Well, I managed to get down to Harbor Freight and pick up the tools that I need. Hopefully nobody will complain that I'm working in the parking lot or filming in the parking lot. But anyways, U-clips, what I should have been using the first time. Got a little mini screwdriver. This won't be easy without a jack, but hopefully I can get it together in time. Alright, change of plans. It's too hot and this car is too low. There's not enough room. I got the clips on there to start, and then I'll just have to figure this out at a different time. Maybe, hopefully somewhere where I can lift the car up a little bit. Welcome to California. I'm 50 miles outside of LA, and this is the weather. I just want to show you guys this, even though it might not focus. It's 82 and sunny back home in Oregon. Meanwhile, this in California. That's just my luck. What's up, guys? Well, it's about 9 o'clock the night before Supercar Sunday. I've been trying to wait out the rain here in California. It's kind of supposed to stop. I haven't seen it stopping, so now we're just running out of time. So what I gotta do is I gotta pull this front bumper off the car. That way I can then screw in my front lip into the bottom of the front bumper. So we're gonna do a little disassembly and pull this bumper off and get to work. Alright guys, well I got the front lip installed. It's on there really good now, so I'm really confident about that. So I'm just going to throw this bumper back on and wrap it up. Get the car washed tomorrow. I'll see you guys at Supercar Sunday. Alright, so sorry I haven't filmed much. It's been a little bit of chaos here at the car meet. Too many awesome people to talk to. But I did see this Eleanor Mustang that I've been in love with for my whole life. So let's catch a little bit of this and we'll go around and catch a couple other cars. There's my first car I had in high school over here too. So we'll check some stuff out. Alright guys, well that is it for Supercar Sunday. It was super awesome meeting everybody. Sorry the quality of filmage was not really there. From the moment I got there I was just hanging out and talking with everybody and didn't really find a good time to film too much. Also, I don't know what to do filming a car meet. I mean, I work on cars, so I was a bit lost, but it was awesome meeting everybody. I had a great time. California's awesome and we will be down here for more stuff. Also reminded me I'm going to be at SEMA this year, so that's another place that we could all meet up. But this was a really fun time. People there were amazing and it was great. So sorry this episode's a little bit off the beaten path, but a lot of people wanted to see some stuff from the road trip. I'm glad I could include a little bit of the trials and tribulations of building a car and then driving it 700 miles the next day. But it's a great time. I'm enjoying it. I am off to Disneyland to do a little R&R and then it's back home and probably film one more DIY episode on the way home, and then I've got a new car, surprise, new build to show you guys that I'm pretty excited about. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. You can find us at facebook.com/BSforBuild and BSforBuild on Instagram and BSforBuild.com. Thanks again, guys. Peace.